Welcome to Come Well to Amias as I am, as you are. Visit asyouare.com today and purchase your products, book our services and consultations, and enroll in the classes and courses. Visit asyouare.com today. Now, without further ado, let's begin today's show. Quick announcement. The first 10 students to enroll in the classes and courses on the website receive 3 free products for a total of $70 free. The first product is Crystal Clear. The second product is Urban Love. And the third product is Spiray. 3 free products upon enrollment. Also, each student receives 1 ring upon graduation. 1 ring upon graduation. Rings made of stone and crystal. Those receive a $40 discount if paid in advance. Full price if paid into payments. Come take your consciousness and your spirituality to the next level. Now let's begin today's show. Yes. Welcome to Come Well to another episode, another show entitled Amias as I Am, as You Are. Today's going to be a short video just giving a description of what my classes and my courses are about. Very, very powerful mind classes, very powerful mind courses. For those of y'all who haven't hit the website yet, even though there's a lot of traffic on my website and a lot of purchases are being made, I'm at the post office like every other day dropping off packages. It's very much appreciated. Let me put that out there first. And also people hitting my Cashapp up. It's very much appreciated. I do this for y'all, as well as for myself. Other light walkers and those that are in the shadows seeking light. Let me just give appreciation to y'all. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support, the love, the help, the assistance. And like I said, there's a lot of traffic on the website for the new customers, for the returning customers. It's very, very much appreciated and put to use immediately. So with that being said, also those who haven't hit the website yet or may be new to my channel, on the website itself, it has a description of the 3 courses. I have 3 courses, and there's 8 classes in each course. So you do 8, 16, 24. 24 is complete graduation, but you can actually complete each course individually. Each course is 2 months long. 2 months long, which is 8 weeks long. There's 3 courses, 8 classes per course, and each course is 2 weeks long. 2 months long, pardon me, which is 8 weeks long. Before I give a description about what the classes and courses dive into, let me just say these 3 courses individually. And it's kind of in its respective order. Like I would prefer and suggest you guys go in the order. Like you graduate 1st grade, then you go into 2nd grade. You graduate 2nd grade, then you go into 3rd grade. There is a universal law and divine order to this technique of what I created. Because one thing graduation into the next, the other one gives clarity and depth into the other. So it's preferred and suggested to go in this divine order to get the full understanding and clarity for successful application of your reality or whatever reality you want to create. The first course is entitled Metaphysical Psychonomy. Ology is understanding something, the whole body, how it moves as one. But onomy is something that goes into the hidden workings inside of the body that makes the leg move or that makes the arm swing, rather than looking at the whole body and studying the whole body as the body as it is, which is the ology. I go deep into the anatomy. This is why it's not called metaphysical psychology. It's called metaphysical psychonomy for a reason. I go into the small, nano, micro, quecto, quantum understanding of how the mind works metaphysically. Meta means transcend or beyond. Physical means the physical body or the physical nature of things. So metaphysical psychonomy is the first course of graduation. Like I stated, these are 2 months each for graduation and A.A.A.Y.A certification. My university is called A.A.A.Y.A. A.A.A.Y.A, which is the symbol that you see on this video, or you're seeing on the front of this video before you clicked on it. That's the symbol for the school, for the university that I teach. It's called A.A.A.Y.A. It's also an acronym or initials, A.A.A.Y.A, which is Amias, as I am, as you are. This is what it stands for. Just like my name, Amias Asiam. Amias Asiam is a name, but it's also a title. Amias is Amias. Asiam is as I am. It's also an acronym composed of initials. Amias, A.M.I.A.S, is as master, I am self. Asiam is A.S.I.A.M, as self, I am master. As master, you are self. As self, you are master. Amias Asiam, Amias as I am. This is the University of A.A.A.Y.A. The very first course is Metaphysical Psychonomy. And this is basically teaching the metaphysical way of perceiving your reality and receiving your calling, of perceiving the metaphysical way of perceiving your reality, and receiving your divine calling. That's the first course, 2 months long. After that, the second course is entitled Occult Biology. And in this course, we dive into the hidden anatomical symbologies of your inner human body and the clear communication between the body and the spirit. This is occult biology, which is the second course of completion. The third course of completion is entitled Biocosmology. This course dives into the inner universes within the quantum realities of energy work that shows both the connection as well as the difference between the spirit and the soul, giving clarity to your own unique divine mission in life. These are the 3 courses. The first one is Metaphysical Psychonomy. The second one is Occult Biology. And the third one is Biocosmology. We're just going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. More inner and inner and inner and inner. If you know some of my students, some of my trainees, ask them how powerful the last classes were. And these courses, there's just more and more add-on because I take in so much and I keep learning. I unlearn and I learn again, or I add on to the learning what I've learned. And it just expands, and the classes are real fun and real powerful, and you really take away something magnificent from each individual course. Now, you don't have to join A.A.A.Y.A and complete all 3 courses. Most of my students and attendees come in and complete the first course with a few weeks to a month or 2 and do the second course. But each course is graduation. So even if you just want to do one course, you graduate and get certified. So it's a A.A.A.Y.A certification and graduation for each individual course. But all 3 courses, you receive something. A big gift from me and people at the University of A.A.A.Y.A. You receive a grand gift for your spiritual path. Let's put it that way. But each course and each graduation for each course is what is on the commercial, meaning that you receive a ring or you receive a piece of jewelry, as well as also 3 free products. So you get 3 free products as well as a piece of jewelry made of triple grade A organic materials. And as well, you see in the commercial pretty much describes what you receive as a thank you from us, from A.A.A.Y.A. I came amongst many masters, many elders, many giants in the metaphysical community as well as the occult community. I'm a science biologist myself. And amongst many other things that I usually get more personal and depth with people during consultation or with my students and attainees in class. They kind of know me a little more personally. Okay, let's just dive into what are my classes and courses are about. Amias, what are your classes and courses about? My classes and courses are pretty much about metaphysical psychonomy, meaning that which transcends beyond the hidden and that which existed prior to the hidden. The before, during, and after effect. The mental understanding of cause, presence, and effect. Remember, my courses deal with the mind primarily, and then we dive deeper into the innards of the body, the energy work, the quantum reality, the elements, the forces, things of that nature. A.A.A.Y.A is about the metaphysical nature of the mind, the metaphysical nature of the mind, the origin of its understandings, the origin of how it was perceived then in ancient times, the spiritual nature of the mind's function, and the origin of its purpose according to ancestral technology, in accordance with our primordial beingness. Once you find where you relate with the understanding and with the understanding, say it one more time. Once you find where you relate within the understanding as well as with the understanding becomes relative, making you and the understanding relatives. Once the understanding becomes familiar, you and the understanding become family. Once your knowing begins to remember, you and the knowing become like family members. You must first understand we are a family-orientated tribal intelligence. So, with that being said and that being known, one of my major goals is to show you that the Gnosis itself, the knowledge itself, the Gnosis itself is your genetic genesis, meaning the beginnings of your innings. The Gnosis is your relative, literally. It is your family. It is literally your family member in existence to help you remember. This knowledge, this knowing is literally your bloodline, your hidden inheritance. This Gnosis, this Genesis, in a way, is your geneticist. So, in other words, this knowledge is your genetics speaking directly to you by speaking through me, but through you. In class, we take deep dives into not only the history, not only the ancestry, not only the technology of the mind, but the mystery within the chronologies of what mind and how mind was understood, in order to weave it into this present moment of how this knowing relates directly to you and your lineage, and the extreme importance and relevance of its function, as well as the operation and its divine purpose within us all. Now you may be asking yourself as well, what is mind? This is what it dives into these kind of questions. What is mind? When was this mind thing recognized? When was this mind thing realized? What was this mind? What was mind called before? The very name. How was it pronounced? What was it called before? What was the first pronunciation of this understanding, of this realization, of this recognition? Where is mind? What is the substance of mind? What is its substance? Does it have a substance? And if it does, what is it? This is what the classes and courses dive deeply and directly into. All beginnings are just as important as the durings. So all beginnings, learning the beginning of what mind was and what mind is just as important as during mind usage, meaning right now. It's just as important. Knowing any kind of beginnings shed light, color, and detail to its true purpose as well as its application. Keep this in mind. After completing course, you continue life with a totally different perspective of your moment-to-moment, day-to-day life and existence. And immediately begin utilizing and applying the mind tools that you were just given and taught within your immediate atmosphere around people, places, and things, while bearing witness to instant results and instant reality shifts. This is what happens. That begin to build the muscle of your spiritual confidence, taking your mind manifestation techniques to a whole other level. Literally manipulating the fabric of a reality, of this reality that you thought was real, that you thought was physical, that you thought was solid. Now, some of you may be asking, what kind of products does A.A.A.Y.A make? What kind of products does Amias make? What's on his website? What kind of products does he make? Does his university make? I don't make products or products. That's where product comes from, product. I don't make products. I make inducts or inductions, meaning these are things that are intentionally made. Intentionally made. I don't know products around me at the moment. Intentionally made to induce, invoke, and draw out. To draw out one's most deepest hidden spiritual potential. To draw out your most deepest hidden spiritual potential. These products or inducts were made intentional with this specific intention. Your physical body and physical chemistry naturally produces without the assistance of a product or a product. Your soul is an intelligence that needs to be induced and invoked. You don't need a product because your soul naturally produces. Your physical body produces. So a product or a product is irrelevant. You need an induct. So your soul is an intelligence that needs to be induced and invoked, meaning drawn out. So I create inducts for a way of understanding, just to play with words, but I'm not really playing with this word. I really mean exactly what this word means. So yes, you can call it a product, but I call it an induct. So I create inducts to induce and invoke the soul, your soul, through the medium of your spirit. For what reason? To introduce you back to it, back to your origin of being. And from that point forward, you will conduct yourself accordingly to how the soul navigates you, specifically. According to your cosmic guidance, your divine guidance. This just raises the bar on your live G, the live G, the live God, not your 5G. This raises bars on your live G, not your 5G. It clears the reception and maintains the connection between life form and life force. One also may be asking itself, why are these teachings important? Why are my teachings important? Well, it's based on the ancient system of understanding, one of the ancient systems of understanding called the Sankofa, or the symbol of the Sankofa and the symbol of the Ouroboros. And these symbols represent, in order to see ahead, you have to know what's behind you. In order to create a future in the present moment, you have to know what was prior to it from its very beginnings. This is why I go back deep into the understanding of mind, the ancient understanding, historical, metaphysical, ancestral, as well as the mysterious aspects of what mind was. My teachings are a reminding. My teachings are an activation. My teachings are a turn-on switch of a switch which was always within you. And lastly, one may be asking, okay, Amias, now, what will it do to my perception? What will your classes and courses and your teachings begin to do or will do to my perception of life? It transforms it. It exercises it. It rebuilds it. It provides unlimited access to change it at will. At will. People around me personally can attest to that. They bear witness all the time. This ain't ego talking. This is confidence. This is surety. This is knowing with the voice talking. It provides an X-ray-like vision, meaning to begin to see through things rather than at things. So my teachings show you how to see through things rather than at things. It's a big difference. My teachings teach you to communicate directly to the principle and nature of a thing, rather than interacting with the surface and shell of a thing, commanding its core ingredient to convert and transform into your desired surroundings and desired reality. Actually, this is the last question. And one may be asking, okay, I got you, Amias. The last question is, what powers will your teaching or your classes and courses enhance within me? What powers will it enhance within me? And my response would be the powers that you've always possessed, but never knew to acknowledge, never shown to acknowledge, and never taught to acknowledge. Once your inner powers are enhanced, your outer elements begin to dance. Am I as I am, as you are? I will see you guys in class tomorrow. And for those of you that haven't signed up yet, sign up ASAP for the spring semester, the spring course. Visit asyouare.com. See you in the next video. As you are.